Hey everyone, welcome to Uma Talks with Natalie Romash and Rita Kakati-Shah. Hey Rita.
Hi Natalie, hi everyone.
Guys, I'm so glad to see you all here again. And today we'll talk about a role model, someone you can see in order to be. Rita, I'm curious, do you have a role model?
It's a great question, Natalie. I do have a role model, actually more than one. My first role model was actually my mum. Started as I was a little girl and growing up and following her footsteps. And as I've grown through life, it's been different work role models for me, mentors, career champions. And I think I'll always continue to have somebody. It will still always be my mum and some other influential forces in my life. But I certainly think it's very important to have a role model.
Oh, thank you, Rita. And my next question is how to find a role model. How to understand that, yes, this is the person we can learn from, we can copy some of their features, some of their behaviors, and how to choose the role model among the such a big variety of great people around us.
Absolutely. There are so many different types of role models out there. And I think that's part of the beauty of it because our lives have so many different facets. There could be a personal element to our life, a professional element to our life, a futuristic side, something that looks more into emotional well-being, something that looks more into career development. Whatever it is, I always say it's really, really great to have some sort of career champion, some sort of mentor in our corner that we can call a role model, that we can look up to, that we can see what they've done and follow in their footsteps. There's that phrase that if you can see it, you can be it. So I think ultimately what a role model does is helps us follow in somebody else's footsteps that have been there and been successful ahead of us.
Oh, thank you, Rita. And my next question is how to find a role model, how to understand that, yes, this is the person we can learn from, we can copy some of their features, some of their behaviors, and how to choose the role model among the such a big variety of great people around us.
That's actually a really great question. It really depends what the role model actually means to you and why you're doing it. Sometimes they can be informal role models that we don't even think of, people that we naturally look up to. So it could be, in my case, my mom, my dad, but it could be another parental figure, another family member, somebody that you've grown up with or watched that you've always admired, and that could be the start of your role model journey. Another thing is when you are at school, you've been going through the education system, a professor, a lecturer, a peer, somebody from a year above you, for example, that could be doing what you aspire to be and do. You could be doing it as well. You could be a way that they're studying, a way that they put their notes together that you think, wow, that's quite inspirational. I might try that myself. They're being a role model to you. And then I like to think of the workforce, a career development platform. Now, typically, when we spoke earlier about different types of role models, you could have a buddy, which is somebody that is really of your level. Maybe they've been there a few months, maybe a year or so, more than you have. And there you can ask daily questions too. Anything about the task, the role is always great to have. And then you have mentors, and they can again be informal or formal. An informal mentor is great to have. It could again be a peer of yours, it could be a direct manager, somebody in a different team that's maybe a little bit more senior to you that you can just bounce ideas off. Or you might think, hey, I'm gonna send this email to pitch a certain idea. What do you think? Can you just give me 2 cents? And a more formal mentor is somebody that you actually you develop goals with, you actually have a plan for. And it could be if you're looking for a new job, for example, if you're looking to transition careers, somebody that can help you think, okay, let's look at your resume today, let's look at interview skills another day, and can really, really help you on that path. And a career champion is somebody that really takes your interest, your career goals as a vested interest of their own. About to go into a board meeting, it could be a senior executive at a firm, they make sure to pull you into that meeting too. They make sure to pull up a chair and invite you to have room on that table. So there's some different examples, and it's really in everyday examples that you can find a mentor.
Rita, I was so surprised when I discovered that role models are actually come in different types. It can be a celebrity, a family member, a mentor, a career advocate, an athlete. And Rita, what can we learn from each one?
So learning from your role model is actually a really, really great exercise. And there's so many ways of learning. It could be observing what they're doing. They could even be a role model without you actually noticing or calling them that. It's like a mentor. You might pick a mentor because you admire the work that they do. It could be shadowing the work somebody does as well. It could also be learning from somebody's mistakes. How does somebody pick themselves up when they've had challenges? How do they deal with them? And what do they do next? Quite often what sets us apart from somebody that's really made it in their life, somebody that is a role model, is because things have happened in their lives. But what do they do about it? Do they crumble and give up? Or do they take that message and go on and set their feet even stronger in their paths? And that's really the messaging we want to have.
Rita, as a founder of UMA, mentor, and speaker, you are the role model for others. And what does it mean for you to be a role model?
That's so kind of you to say that, Natalie. I mean, I've been mentoring, I think, for well over 25 years now, and I've had mentors myself during that whole time. And I think what it means to me, it's not just what you give others, it's you get back as well. It's a two-way streak. You know, you're not just helping people learn about themselves, grow in so many ways, but also you're exercising your own skills as learning as well. You're always learning. You know, you're being more patient, you're learning about different skill sets. How can you give back to others? And I've got to tell you, Natalie, and everybody else that's listening to this, that when you give back to others, when you find somebody that's had that extra spring in their step, or change their way of doing things, or increase their level of confidence because of something that you've done, that's everything. So that should be a great message for both parties, the mentee as well as the mentor.
Thank you, Rita. It was such a great conversation, and I learned so much about the role model, and I enjoyed it so much, and hope you guys enjoyed it as well.
Thanks so much, Natalie. And next time, we're going to be talking about how do you say no, the power of saying no. It's something we've all battled, we all go through, and I'm so excited about that. Bye.